to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you're new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I run things here at Oh Crow Gal, and we gonna be talking about keto today. We talk about keto every day around here, but today I'm gonna be talking about my 2 months of doing keto, and it's gonna be kind of like a synopsis video, a summation, if you will, of those 60 days, and we're gonna talk about weight and get kind of number specific and talk about what I learned and kind of where I plan on going from here. When I started this whole journey on January 1st, my husband and I both committed to doing 60 days of keto. And we had done it previously last year for a month, like 30 days. And we knew in December we wanted to do keto again. We were both feeling so tired, so sluggish, and just like crap, to be honest. Neither of us were liking the way that we were looking or how our clothes were fitting, and we knew we needed a change. So January 1st, what better way to start? We started our 60 days of keto. If you are interested, I have been doing weekly updates since I started. I will link the most recent one down below, but there are about 6 or 7 of those weekly updates that you can go back and look at. So the most recent update that I did, I think my weight was 142.4, and when I weighed on day 60, I was 142 even. When I started this whole thing, I was 151. So I lost a total, in that week, I lost 0.4, but over the whole thing, I lost a total of 9 pounds, which I'm very happy with. I initially set out to just kind of see where this whole thing took me, and I didn't really have a weight like in my head. Honestly, I don't weigh a lot. I don't have, you know, a bunch of weight to lose. So in my head, I was just kind of like, well, I want my clothes to, you know, fit a certain way, and I want to feel better. It was less of a weight thing. It wasn't until about halfway through that I decided, like, okay, I'm going to shoot for 10 pounds. So hitting 9 out of 10 for me is more than good enough. I am, though, like, I want to get to 10. Like, I really want to meet that goal. So I'm just going to keep trucking and continue to try to lose that, like, 1 more pound. So that, numbers-wise, that's where I stand today. So let's go ahead and jump into what I learned, oh my God, during this experience. I feel like I learned so much, and I feel like this is not going to come out seamlessly. Like, I feel like it's just gonna be like me word vomiting, because I really do feel like I learned so much about, not just about keto, but also about myself. I have like notes here, just if you see me looking down. I think a really important thing I learned was, like, if I put my mind to it, I can do it. My husband and I are really good about talking about things, like, not just when it comes to dieting, but, you know, oh, like, we should take this trip, or we should spend money on that, or we should see family more, we should do this, you know, these house renovations, we should, like, we're so good at, like, dreaming and talking, but we're not great at the follow through. And this, like, keto journey really showed me that I can follow through and I can be successful. I think that that is such a special thing about keto, because you drop the weight so quickly initially. It sets you up for success because you feel like it's attainable. You feel like your goal is reachable. And I feel like this just really showed me that, like, I can do what I want if I set my mind to it. I have a lot of other things going on in my life right now with work and some extracurricular stuff that I'm doing, and I feel more than ever like I can get shit done. I can do this. I can live the life that I want and meet these goals if I have a plan of attack. So I would say that would be one thing that I learned. Another thing that I learned just in terms of, like, dieting in general is that one cheat meal is not going to throw off everything. Now, I will say that we waited about 2 weeks to A, have any type of a cheat meal, and B, even eat keto from a restaurant. Like, even eat, like, Chipotle or Chick-fil-A and eat keto, because that's a real trigger for us, and we knew that. And even just eating keto at those places was gonna make me want the shit food. Like, I would have wanted all the beans and rice and deep fried stuff. So we were really diligent about waiting the 2 weeks. But we had different things come up. You know, I went to Disneyland. I went to Idaho and Seattle for 5 or 6 days to hang out with my girlfriends. And I definitely indulged, and I didn't stay keto, you know, during those times. And I think that that's, while it's very important to maintain your diet and to, you know, stick with it, that's how you're gonna see results. I also think it's important to remember that you're not gonna gain 10 pounds if you have like a fish taco with like deep fried fish and like a legit tortilla, you know what I mean? So I think that just putting that into perspective was really important for me. Obviously, I learned a ton about keto. Although I feel like I've learned a lot, I kind of feel like I'm just opening the door, and now I'm ready to like kick it in. I just really want to throw myself into the keto world. I want to know more than it's a high-fat, low-carb diet. Like, I want to be informed. I want to educate myself. I'm watching a lot of Dr. Berg. I'm watching a lot of Thomas DeLauer. Like, I'm really going to pride myself on being more knowledgeable. And lastly, I relearned that I love YouTube. Prior to this whole thing, I didn't really know where my channel was going. I've had a channel since May of last year, so May of 2018. And I've done, you know, I started out more of like, I wanted to go like the family vlogging, you know, mom vlogger route, and I hated it. I didn't like vlogging. And so then I was really just doing like random sit down videos and stuff. And I knew that I loved filming and I loved editing and I loved interacting with people, but I didn't know where I wanted my channel to go. And now I know where I want it to go. And I want it to be about food and dieting and keto and grocery hauls and maybe a fun video thrown in every now and then. But I feel like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna cry. I feel like since I've started this, I'm not even drinking. I don't have any wine in me. It's just a LaCroix. Whoa, that was weird. But I feel like since I've started this, I've just learned so much more about myself, and I've, you know, not even rediscovered what I love about YouTube, because I don't think I've been on the platform long enough to like rediscover why I'm doing it. But it just feels good to have a niche, and it feels good to know where you're going, in a sense. Not to mention, I just like connected with so many amazing people and channels, and I mean, this is the, like, I sit at 400 something subscribers, but it's the most comments and interaction I've ever gotten on any of my videos ever. And it's just really cool to feel like you're part of a community. And so that's meant a lot to me too. So where do we go from here? From here, we're gonna keep trucking on the keto train. That's our plan. We are going to continue to do keto. We are gonna make it a little bit more like lifestyle friendly in terms of not being as strict, you know, every other week if we wanna have a cheat meal, if we wanna go out to eat and eat something that's not keto, then that's what we're gonna do, because I feel like that's real life. But we're just gonna keep trucking. Now, I have not researched a lot about maintaining, once you hit like the weight that you want to be at, maintaining that weight on keto. So again, with the whole, you know, educating myself a little bit more, that's something that I'm definitely going to have to look into, because I know that I don't need to lose that much more weight to be where I want to be. I actually mentioned that on a live stream that I did a couple weeks ago, was like, I asked if anyone had any tips, and no one really had an answer. So if any of you guys have any tips and tricks on maintaining, or kind of know anything about maintaining weight, but still being on the keto diet, leave a comment below and let me know, because I'm definitely interested. As we continue doing keto, a couple things that I want to improve upon are kind of the same things that I wanted to do more when I started my 60 days of keto, which was working out and drinking more water. I'm horrible at drinking water. I've mentioned this a million times. I'm like, I love sparkling water. Let me put that out there. I love sparkling water, but I can't, you know, I need to drink regular water. Not even, like, sparkling water is regular water. It just has bubbles in it. But you can't really drink sparkling water in, I feel like, in the quantity that you could drink regular water. But I hate regular water. And I'm also not into flavored, like the flavor drops. Just because to me, like, unless it's sweetened with stevia, it's essentially the same as drinking diet soda. So, those are going to be my 2 main goals from here till my keto experience ends, is to work out more and drink more water. Again, I like I said, I want to do more research. I want to learn more about MCT oil, other healthy fats that I can include in my diet, supplements and vitamins. I don't take any vitamins or any supplements. Again, if you guys have any tips and tricks to help me out when it comes to like any of this stuff, maintaining weight, supplements I should be taking, vitamins I should be taking, mainly to sustain me doing keto long term, please leave me a comment. If that is not something I have learned, it's that there's a lot of people on this platform and they know a lot of things, and it is so nice to put our brains together and really like brainstorm and get answers. So please feel free to tell me what you're thinking, because I am more than willing to listen. So yeah, that's kind of it. I feel like this was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be, but I just really want to leave this video extending a huge thank you to anyone that's watching it and any subscriber. Again, I feel like I have found my niche here. I feel like I have found the direction that I am passionate about my channel going into, and it's just been really, like, I'm just so thankful. So I just want to thank all of you for being here and contributing to this entire journey. I am just appreciative more than you know. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you want to see more keto content, that is what is going to be pumping out of this channel in the near future. So keep an eye out. And again, I could never say thank you enough. So thank you all for listening and watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch y'all in my next one. Bye, friends.